They're off for the Grade 2 Dornan Engineering Relkeel Hurdle. Over 2.5 miles. Stormy Ireland leads on the blind side to the first of 10 flights, with Guard Your Dreams and McFabulous third and fourth, and Brewin'upastorm and Dornan in the last pair. Over the intersection on their way to flight number 2, Stormy Ireland by a couple of lengths on the blind side giving chase. McFabulous the outside of Guard Your Dreams. Wider still is Brewin'upastorm. As they turn left-handed and come down the hill, Dornan is the back marker. Stormy Ireland by 2.5 lengths on the blind side giving chase. On his tail, McFabulous with the noseband, just shading Guard Your Dreams for third. Brewin'upastorm going around the outside, and a length off him, the back marker remains Dornan. Foot of the hill on their way to flight number 3, Stormy Ireland and Danny Mullins, clear by 3 lengths from on the blind side. McFabulous, Guard Your Dreams up the inner, Brewin'upastorm and Dornan, and now a long gallop before they leave the ground again. Still a 1/4 mile from flight number 4, as Stormy Ireland with a 3-length advantage leads the field up the home straight. On the blind side, Guard Your Dreams, McFabulous, Brewin'upastorm, a length covering that quartet, with Dornan bringing up the rear still as they close in on the 4th flight of hurdles, the only hurdle that's jumped more than once in this race. Stormy Ireland by 5 lengths now over on the blind side, who has company on either side in the shape of Guard Your Dreams, McFabulous and Brewin'upastorm, and now 3 lengths back to Dornan. Circuit in front of them, Stormy Ireland continues to bowl along in front with a 4-length advantage. On the blind side, just about holding on to second and closing in on the mare in front of him now. Brewin'upastorm around the outside of McFabulous. Guard Your Dreams rides the rail, and 2 or 3 lengths off the back of them is Dornan, approaching flight number 5. Stormy Ireland, a shade untidy there. McFabulous, Guard Your Dreams have gone past on the blind side, who's immediately pushed along. Brewin'upastorm going up to share second on the wide outside as well. Dornan last of a tightly grouped field as they approach flight number 6. Stormy Ireland from Brewin'upastorm and Guard Your Dreams either side of McFabulous, who landed a close 4th. Dornan is upsides on the blind side. Less than 3 lengths cover them as they run towards the 4th from home. Still a mile from the finish. Guard Your Dreams a shade untidy at that flight. He has a share of second, with Brewin'upastorm behind Stormy Ireland. McFabulous a length behind that pair, with a pushed along on the blind side for company, and Dornan firmly in touch on the inner. On the approach to the 3rd last flight, going towards the top of the hill, Stormy Ireland from Brewin'upastorm and Guard Your Dreams, who dispute second. Then McFabulous and Dornan, and on the blind side is struggling to keep tabs with the leaders as they prepare to swing left-handed to come down from the top of the hill. 2 flights of hurdles to jump. They're inside the last 6 furlongs. Stormy Ireland from Brewin'upastorm, who's a length down as they begin the descent. Guard Your Dreams a 1/2 length back. McFabulous well in touch. Dornan a couple of lengths behind the leading quartet on their way towards the penultimate flight of hurdles, and on the blind side has been left a long way behind. Stormy Ireland still the leader. Brewin'upastorm poised to challenge on the outside, with McFabulous in his slipstream. Guard Your Dreams being pushed along on the inside of those as they jump the 2nd last, and then Dornan, who was down on his nose and on the blind side, has been pulled up before 2 out. So only 5 of them remain in the race. They've got just over 3 furlongs to gallop in the Dornan Engineering Relkeel Hurdle, but just 1 hurdle to jump. Long-time leader Stormy Ireland, with Brewin'upastorm, who switched to challenge strongly on the inside. McFabulous just over a length behind, looking for racing room. Now has to switch behind the front pair as they enter the final 1/4 mile. Guard Your Dreams is becoming outpaced along with Dornan as Brewin'upastorm is shaken up to take on Stormy Ireland. Stormy Ireland, Brewin'upastorm crashes out at the final flight. Hampered Guard Your Dreams, who was held at the time. Stormy Ireland was left 7 lengths clear. McFabulous, Guard Your Dreams, Don Lavon all in pursuit, but Stormy Ireland with a dwindling advantage running up towards the line as McFabulous closes, but Stormy Ireland held on. Left clear at the last by the fall of Brewin'upastorm to win the Relkeel Hurdle from McFabulous, Guard Your Dreams, and finally Don Lavon.
Big day in the UK feature race. Danny Mullins, there you go, well done.
It's good, you know, another good little filly here. She's small, but she's a big heart and gets the job done when we need her.
See, it's funny, we were looking at her in the paddock, and like in comparison to the boys and other horses, yeah, she's not the biggest, but I tell you, she's got plenty of ability, hasn't she?
Yeah, definitely. You know, even showing her the practice hurdle at the start, Luke Harvey was opened his eyes, and Jesus, she is small, but you know, she's got an engine, and you know, she's really tough.
So when we're watching the racing and watching it back, obviously, and you know, we're trying to work out what would happen at the last. So what did you feel underneath you when you're obviously aware that Brewin'upastorm is alongside you? What do you think might have happened?
Yeah, coming down to it, I was starting to wind up. Aidan was a little bit more animated. Maybe a half a furlong before the hurdle, it was probably a 50-50 call on whoever got the best jump. But just as my fillies started to extend down to jump it, I had a gut feeling maybe I had a little more left, but last furlong in Cheltenham, so much can change, you never know. I was happy enough to be left alone in front. And
importantly, she got a good leap at it, so you know, you've got to jump, haven't you? She's good at her hurdles, isn't she?
She is, you know, she got tight to one down the back, but didn't lose ground getting away from the back of it, which was important. And for one her size, you know, she's so fast from A to B. That's a big asset to her.
And she's versatile ground-wise, because we've seen her on, you know, she's won on decent ground. She's got no problem on that either, although it's not desperate out there.
Yeah, it's not too bad out there, but in Punchestown was quite good ground, and you know, she is versatile. Yeah, she's got plenty of options going forward, but nice to be winning here in Cheltenham New Year's Day is a nice one for us.
Absolutely. Is this just coincidence then, twice in a week on the feature race for you, or do you know what I mean? Or is this going to be, you know, you're obviously enjoying coming over here on the big days for Willie?
Yeah, I'd love to be coming over more. You know, I'm just very fortunate that Paul was in Tremor today to ride Album Photo, won well down there, and opened the door for me to come and ride Stormy. So yeah, I'd be quite happy to come back here and ride plenty more on the big days here. It's nice to be a part of it all.
Cheers, Danny. Well done.
Thank you.
Thanks. Ollie Murphy with me. It's good to see that Brewin'upastorm is walking around behind you okay as well. What a game this is. It's history almost repeating itself identically.
Yeah, strange game, isn't it? 1 minute you're up there and the next minute you're down the floor, Tom. But listen, my horse is circling around me as we speak. My stable jockey's walked back into the weighing room, and to me that's all that matters. You know, I've still got a very good horse in my hands. I think he was as good as ever today, wasn't he? Just looking at the replay over your shoulder, he looked like no one's going to argue that he was coming there to win his race. And yeah, it's the second time he's done it here, and I don't think there was any reason for it today, because he's jumped really, really well on the hole, travelled good, and yeah, as I said, my horse and jockey are okay, and that's all that matters to me.
What did Aidan say about the fall? 'Cause it just looked like he met it on the worst possible stride.
Yeah, he kind of like he kneed it out the ground, didn't he? I've only seen it back once, but yeah, they were going down quick to it, but he's jumped and travelled great up until the last, and yeah, it's very unfortunate. There's a lot worse things going on in the world right now. My horse is okay, my jockey's okay, and my owner's very understanding, and we'll have to tell the tale, and we'll pick ourselves up, dust ourselves down and go again.
Your one question coming into today was where he was off the back of the good form last time. I mean, you've got your answer. He was in good nick, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. I think it's very important this horse is fresh, you know. We ride him a little bit more positive now than we used to, but ultimately, listen, we've picked up no prize money. We're stood out here in the circle where where the losers stand ultimately, but yeah, he's absolutely fine, and that's my main priority, and Aidan's fine as well, and that's very important to me.
Appreciate your time.
Okay,
Thanks,
cheers.
Cheers.
Okay,
Well
thanks guys.